What's going on, everybody? It's your boys over No Days Off DFS, here to bring you that WNBA slate breakdown for the 2-game ugly, disgusting. I do not even understand this slate today. I don't. But we're gonna break it down. We're gonna look at it. Yesterday, I just want to toss it in the trash, man. Yesterday was not a good day. Jackie Young bust. I made a mistake of playing Kirsten Bell. I have no clue what the hell I was thinking right there. Really thought that it was something. Really thought it could have been something. Freaking Julie Van Loo didn't even look and consider Julie Van Loo, of course. And she goes out there. She has was the value that I should have played of the day yesterday. It was a mess. But again, like I always say, you live, you learn. It's DFS. And that's why we do this practically almost every single day when it comes down to this stuff. If you guys are new here, you guys enjoying the breakdowns, you guys enjoying the content and stuff I put out over here on the channel, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss any of the stuff I do put out in the future. And hey, let's get it. There's no injury report to even worry about for either one of these teams unless someone gets late day ad or something like that. And if they do, that'll be in my article breakdown on Patreon or on the YouTube membership tab. So check either one of those spots out if you guys are looking for that right there. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to get through this. I might do a Flex Friday video because it is Friday. These are just two of the ugliest games on the calendar. We got a expected blowout, Connecticut Sun versus Seattle, and then Atlanta and Indy. It's we've already seen these teams play 3 times, so this is their 4th meeting, their final meeting of the season. On the Atlanta side of things, Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, Brianna Jones, Jordan Canada, those are going to be our main targets that we want to get to. Nas Hillman, Brittany Griner, your GPP options, and Pow Pow will be your deep GPP option right there. Everyone else off the bench. Down there, Cadwell, SWK, I don't even know who the hell Theory is, but hey, those are your deep GPP options. Out of the main ones inside the starting lineup that we have over here, Canada sitting at 8,700. She's been very consistent over her last several games. It's not going to show you the last game that played on the 7th, but again, another 30 fantasy point outing, and that was with her leaving the game multiple times for her eye. She got busted in the head, but she's good to go. Nothing on her injury report. If I got to take anybody from the 3-headed guard monster that they have over here between Gray, Howard, and Canada, you can tell where I'm going. Canada. She's consistent. She looks like she is healthy now. She is actually playmaking. She's getting her assists. She's actually hunting for her shots and getting her shots. All great things that I'm loving and I'm seeing from Canada. So I have no great complaint on going to go ahead and play Canada. The only issue that I can bring up and that I can possibly point out as a possible pump my brakes, hold my horses type thing would be this whole run that Canada just had was at home. They're on the road again. So hopefully that will carry over for her being on the road. She only played in 1 out of the 3 games that they did play going up against the Indiana Fever. So far in the season, she played 24 minutes in that game, 14 fantasy points for her in that one. But still, Canada, hopefully she can keep the good juju and the good times rolling over here for 8,700. I don't mind that at all. Brianna Jones as well. She will be my second target over here for the Atlanta Dream. She's getting more minutes, of course, between the double big lineup that they have between her and Brittany Griner. She will, of course, play that center role. We'll see Nas Hillman come in and play some spells right there at that 4 spot and things like that. But she's just consistent, and I do like her. Love the upside, and she's played well going up against the Indiana Fever so far in the season. If I got to take one player over here from the Atlanta Dream, it would be just the consistency from Brianna Jones. Rebounding upside is there, scoring upside is there, and she can get you some defensive stats. She's sneaky with the hands, can get you some steals and some blocks as well. So I definitely do like Bree Jones. We'll put her over Canada if I got to rank them. Ryan Howard, she's back. She played in that last game, 30-ish fantasy points out there for her, played 34 minutes. So I definitely wouldn't mind it. We know that she was talking her ish going up against the Indiana Fever. They have beat them 2 out of the 3 games. So Ryan definitely would be my consideration for a spend up between her and Alicia Gray just for the price. We know she's going to be out there, play as much as she can. She has the rebounding upside, the playmaking upside as well. But playmaking upside might have taken a little hit for the fact that Canada is finally getting her assist. So temper the expectations, but if we can get a good Ryan Howard, I'm gonna go out here and jack up about 10, 12 threes. The upside is definitely gonna be there for her, and I won't mind that. Alicia Gray is Alicia Gray. She's been pretty consistent throughout the season, but the price is a bit a bit expensive for her. It would be my only issue with that right there. And then for Nas Hillman, she's seeing the minutes, but 7K, that's a bit rich if you land there. Understand she is playing off the bench. You're playing 7K for a bench player. That would be my only issue with that right there. Pow Pow, deep GPP option to me. And then Brittany Griner, flip a coin, and then burn your money. Indiana Fever on their side of thing. Clark, she came back last game. Golden State Valkyrie, not the greatest game in the world to come back and have to play Valhalla on the road, pretty much. But Clark, 11-2, Aaliyah Boston, that's Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell, and of course Art McDonald. They did a shakeup. Art McDonald started last game. Kelsey Mitchell was quote unquote the 3 ? So I don't see them doing that going up against the Atlanta Dream, just because you're going to put Kelsey Mitchell on Ryan Howard. Ryan has the size advantage right there, straight up. Ryan should be able to go ahead and just be like, hey, I'm going to shoot over you. I will shoot over you, because Kelsey is a small guard. But when it comes down to it, this is quote unquote a tough matchup for them. Caitlin Clark, hopefully she could bounce back. I mean, she did pop in that first game going up against them, 54 fantasy points in that one. So if I did have to spend up for someone over here, of course I'm going to spend up for the ceiling of Caitlin Clark, you know, the playmaking, the scoring, all that good stuff. But hey, teams are starting to be like, you know what, we're going to press her. We're going, well, not starting to, I mean, they've been trying to do it, but they're having more success pressing her. They're having more success being physical with her. And I'm not saying no, she's not getting fouled on some stuff and things like that, so on and so forth, but they are having success with bringing that physicality that you do get in the WNBA, and they're getting it going up against her. Definitely GPP consideration. Same thing for Boston. I'm not too sure what Indiana Fever team we're going to get. I'm trying to still read the tea leaves right now. Natasha Howard, that's a fade. I'd rather just go ahead and spend up to get to Brianna Jones or play Gabby Williams in the next game would be where I would go in regards to the 9,200 for Ryan Howard. Hell no. Kelsey Mitchell, GPP option. We know she's too heavily reliant on scoring. Ari McDonald, 6,700. If she's starting, I could take that into consideration. But if she's not starting and it's like Lexi Hull again, then I'll probably look in that direction. And then outside of that, Timpson, she is seeing minutes for this team. She's legit in the rotation and playing. This is like, if you're making multiple lines, do not make the same mistake I did and play someone off the bench like that is a Kirsten Bell. That is going to be Timpson. That is Timpson, straight up. So just temper your expectations if you do end up landing right there. You're like, damn, I got to play like someone that's on the 5K. Timpson will be okay for me in that spot. But you know, even though she's playing great and everything and whatnot, Dantas is back too. Don't know if we're going to see Dantas in this game. And then Sydney Colson, I don't know why, but she didn't play any minutes after she was giving him great production off the bench. So she's another GPP wild card. And if we can get some like tea leaf word on if Dantas is going to be able to play her minutes again, then I don't mind Dantas as well. Hopefully she can bring the America Juju back for him. Connecticut Sun taking on Seattle Storm. They celebrated like they won the championship when they beat Seattle last time out. So I definitely know that there's this one player, her name is Skylar Diggins, is going to come out here, belt to motherfucking ass on their heads, bro. Straight up. For the Connecticut Sun, Marina Mabrey, she is questionable, but she is not going to play. She's going to be out. She's too busy being booed up with Sanaya Rivers, so probably not going to see her tonight. Tina Charles went out there and had an outer body experience going up against Seattle. She went out there and dropped 45.75 fantasy points, turned back the clock, was able to get her knees back, and she looked amazing. She looked great, and she definitely carried this team for how they needed it. Now, I will say GPP option 8,100, but if the team is going to be able to keep it close, if they're going to be able to win, it is going to be on the back of Tina Charles. And unfortunately, that is one of the spots that we can actually attack this Seattle team is with opposing quote unquote centers, bigs, things of that nature. We've seen it time and time again. I mean, you know, Leah Boston, she went out there and dropped 49 on their heads. Azrae Stevens, 38. Brianna Stewart, even though it wasn't the greatest game in the world, but Stewie has had decent games going up against Seattle. Tina, if she can keep the shooting going, then definitely. Morrow, she got pulled back to come off the bench. Unless she was to start, I'm not going to go there. Definitely a GPP upside play if you think about it. Sanaya Rivers, I would go there for her, 7,300. She's starting to slowly come into form. She's, of course, I'm not going to say she has triple-double upside, but she kind of does have triple-double upside. The big thing for her is what she gives us on the defensive side of the ball. We know she's going to get a couple of stocks every single time when she's out there on the floor. It's just a matter of how many she's going to get and if she's not making too many boneheaded decisions and turning the ball over as well. But 7,300, she was a big catalyst in regards to them actually getting that win. I can see myself going there. Olivia Nelson-Dota, she's getting a start. She's out there. They're going to at least play her close to about 27, 25-ish minutes. 7,100, if you don't want to pay it for Tina, definitely that would be someone I would come down to. Bria Hartley, I don't know what happened. I don't know who said something over here on Seattle, but she has come out and played Seattle very well in every matchup going up against them. I don't mind getting down here to 6,500 for Bria Hartley. JC Sheldon, she will be the wild card, the GPP, and will be lower owned than Bria Hartley. So you can take your chances with that. Just understand that Sheldon, she has to be knocking down the threes and playing some pretty good defense for her to actually be able to go out there and give us a little something. LaCann, she played 19 minutes in the last game. I told you guys that they like her. They are going to play her. And she gave us 17 fantasy points in that one. So 5K, It's okay, but understand she will be out there. She is going to play some minutes, so definitely be probably the cheapest I would go if I had to play something from the Connecticut Sun. On the Seattle Storm side of things, Gabby Williams, she's cheaper than Skylar. She's cheaper than Nneka. She's going to be out there, blowout, close game, and just a engine for this team. She's going to score. She's going to play on defense. She's going to get her blocks and steals, and she's going to assist and rebound as well. Gabby Williams, once again, 9,800. I will take that all day, every day. But Skylar, like I said, the upside is there. I think looking at the slate, if I'm going to be honest, if I'm building, you can either go one of two things. One, you stack the first game and get bits and pieces from the quote unquote blowout, or you stack the blowout game and you get 1 to 2 pieces from the Atlanta Dream and Indiana Fever game. That's how I would go when it comes down to it. Don't necessarily think you got to go balance 3 for 3 or something like that, but I think that's one way to go for it. You play Skylar, you play Gabby, and then you run it back on the other side from Connecticut, maybe with like a Snyder Rivers or a Bria Hartley or something like that, and just let the chips fall where they fall. If I don't play Gabby Williams or Skylar, Nneka, like all these guys are completely in play. Definitely the upside is there for all three, but my favorites, Gabby, Skylar, and then Nneka if I have to rank the big three. Ezzy Magmagor, sneaky type play. We do know Connecticut, they suck versus opposing centers. Big thing for her has always been she just needs to play the minutes. She just needs to give us some upside. I know they're trying to work Malonga into this thing, but if you're going to actually finally be able to play 30-something minutes, I definitely have interest in Ezzy Magmagor. I just need to see some more blocks out there for her. Finally scoring like we know that she can do. I would definitely take her at the 7,900 price tag. Not a bad spot at all for her. And then Erica Wheeler would be the last one I would actually consider. Don't mess with Malonga. Don't mess with Zia Cook. Unless you truly do believe that this is going to be an 18-point blowout type win, then yes, we're going to go back to trying to play Malonga. We're going to go back to try to play Zia Cook. I got burned when I went and played Malonga, of course, and she played one of her lowest minutes of the season and had no production at all whatsoever. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to focus on who I know actually plays the minutes and just get from that on today's slate. All right, if I'm building a lineup and starting out, depending on which way, what you're trying to go, I know someone dropped in comments that they would like to see me do like a build at the end. Of course, Caitlin Clark, she has great upside and everything. This is if you were going GPP. Again, I don't think you necessarily need Caitlin on the slate. I'm going to go with exactly what I know. I've already talked about it, but Gabby Williams, 9,800. I know she has a great ceiling. She has great upside, and she's a do-it-all player. She's going to be out there. She can get me really great fantasy point per minutes while she's out there. That would be one of like the first building blocks I would love to put into my line. On the Connecticut side of things, if I had to take a run back from here, it would be between Bria Hartley, J.C. Sheldon, and Snyder Rivers. Like that's where I would first start looking at over there. I know for a fact over here on the Atlanta Dream side of things, the consistency that I'm seeing from Brianna Jones, whether she's at home, on the road, that would be my second plug that I would want to go ahead and plug into this and get over here from this game. I'm not necessarily too high on anybody from the Indiana Fever, so I couldn't see myself getting over there to anything at the moment. Of course, I gotta look deeper, gotta understand the numbers and everything and whatnot. But going back to looking at it, sorry, I left off of Atlanta. Again, I like the upside from Canada, and I don't mind it. I definitely right now would slide Canada into this. And then to close out the guard position, I probably would currently take Erica Wheeler, would be where I'm kind of looking at for possibility of where I would go ahead and start my build. So, yeah, leaves you with 7,100 to go ahead and fill in the last couple spots. There's several different ways you can go to go ahead and finish this out. Good luck to anybody if that is what you run for your core right there. But I know for a fact Gabby Williams is in my core. Gabby Williams is 10,000% player I am playing today. So you at least got that one right there. Good luck to everybody on today's slate. Cash out, win some money. Peace.